Hello everyone, what's poppin'? I'm very glad you all enjoyed the last video on Fake Stall, easily one of my favorites as of late, and worked way better than expected. Check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. So that got me curious about what other things I can do that are the opposite of what they seem. Take an Aurora Veil offense team for example. You'd expect there to be Aurora Veil paired with setup sweepers, right? Now, what if I told you I might have created a new playstyle? I like to call it Veil Defense. Let's get right into it. So, I saw Roaring Moon's about to be banned, so I'm gonna record this as quick as I can before it takes into effect. Thought to myself, might as well feature some heat with Roaring Moon, like Leer Roaring Moon with Jawlock and Covert Cloak. You might ask me, right? Why Leer? Why not Dragon Dance? If I try something, I get set up all the way. Well, to that I say, it is a fake Veil offense. I can't be doing that, but more importantly, this set here can trap and destroy Dondozo because Unaware nullifies your stat boosts and drops, but not theirs. So you could just trap Dondozo with Jawlock, Leer it down, and then 2 KO with Jawlock, which is quite nice. Taunt and Roost to prevent healing and status and all kinds of stuff like that and just keep ourselves healthy. Covert Cloak to remove those chances of secondary effects from attacks like poisons and pairs and stuff. And Tera Bug I like because it just removes some weaknesses that we have and also a good typing for trapping things and doing our Leer stuff, you know? It's quite nice. Now, this set here, defensive, and of course, I'm pairing Ninetales with it, Alolan Ninetales, not because I'm trying to set up, but because I want the team to have way more bulk than it should have for a Veil defense team, you know? And so that's why I have Alolan Ninetales here. If you see the first 5 mons on this team, the first 5 members, right? They're all defensive mons. Like, Reuniclus, I guess, can be kind of offensive, but this thing can sponge hits for days. This is the original Chinese AV Reuniclus from back in the day. Same EV spread, just one change in, I think it used to have knockoff, like on the old set, original set. Now I'm running Thunder, Tera Electric, which can smoke Corviknights and stuff. It's really cool. And yeah, just making it even bulkier with Ninetales Aurora Veil is quite nice for Future Sight spam. Pecharunt as well, really cool Pokemon overall with Malignant Chain Hex. You can do a bunch of stuff and foul play as well. Then we have Great Tusk, which is great for Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin on one mon, very defensive with Rocky Helmet. And the one real offensive mon on the team is not even a setup sweeper, it's Choice Band Dragonite. So of course, if you remember my Fake Stall team, right? I had 5 mons that were, I guess, having a more offensive role. 1 mon that looks offensive but was actually defensive. Here we have 1 mon that looks like it's gonna set up, but it's just a really strong attacker, and I guess 5 mons that are defensive. And yeah, just a little bit of role reversed stuff going on here with this team, and it actually works really well. So I'm excited to show you all the power of this team of Aurora, or I guess the walling potential of this team. Not really the power, but it's still a powerful team. You know. Anyways, let's get our first game. And question of the day for you all. If you lived in the Pokemon world, which region would you choose and which city or town would you want to call home? I'd love to know. I just see the stall, I'm excited for this first game. I'm excited. But for me, you know, for the question of the day, I'd probably go Saffron City, you know, close to the big Sylph Co building for my work, few steps away from the fighting dojo. Can continue my black belt training, and it's not too far from Celadon for a nice dinner and some shopping, you know. Or just coming to support. I always look forward to hearing from you all. It's nice to read all the comments, as I always do. This will be fun. Okay, let's lead with Ninetales. And let's just immediate Veil. Or Freeze Dry. Turn 1 is another play I can make. You know? But would they risk? Are they that kind of player? Would they not just switch turn 1? Yeah, Protect, cool. Let's Freeze Dry here. Clefable comes in. We can just Freeze Dry again. Encore them into this. Freeze Dry again. And then we go Pecharunt here. We click Hex now. If I can trap the Dondozo, I'll be very happy. Ah, they stayed in and did that. Okay, that's cool. I'll just go Great Tusk here. This is like an AV Pex, I believe. No, not AV. Spadef Pex is what I'm trying to say. You see? So go Great Tusk. Let's go Corviknight. Let's we can start knocking off items, in fact. Let's Rapid Spin here, actually. I'm sure Gliscor will want to come in. It's gonna be Toxapex that comes in. Okay. I'll go Pecharunt. And then go Ninetales here. Set up my Veil. Back to Pecharunt. Let's go Reuniclus now. Future Sight here is the play. Then we go into Pecharunt. Or, no. Let's Thunder. Thunder! Nice. And now we Focus Blast on their... Oh, Protect. Okay, that's fine. So this thing is getting nice and low. This is like a Protect Pressure Corviknight. Cool. The Roost as well, yep. And we Focus Blast hit. Future Sight here on their Protect. Then we Thunder here. Ooh, sub. And miss. Okay. So it's a sub Protect Roost set. I'm actually gonna go U now and Encore. Get my Veil up again. Let's Roar now. And then bring in Pecharunt. Ooh, a little double. So Taunt would destroy this thing, wouldn't it? Be kind of good to know. Future Sight here. Go U now. Oh, it's this set. Okay, so we beat this with Roaring Moon. We just have to like properly, you know. So they Protect, yeah, we Roar, nice. Let's go Great Tusk. Okay, I can see the vision for this team. I see the vision. I see the vision. Let's go ahead and start knocking off some items. Get rid of this thing's heavy duty boots. I'm going to go Pecharunt here. I could probably safely go for the Recover. Go Reuniclus here. Okay, not too bad. Let's Thunder this. I think is the play. Ooh, Trick, Sticky Barb. And they take my AV, which means this thing cannot do anything else. So that's good. Actually, that's not too bad. I'll take that. Go Ninetales here. They're gonna Spike. So if Future Sight comes out on this turn, let's Freeze Dry, I think. So Blissey is in. We go Great Tusk here. I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunities, you know? Perfect opportunity. Let's Rapid Spin. So they got the Toxic, of course. Let's go Ninetales here. Or Pecharunt's fine. I'll go Ninetales now. Get my Veil back up. Go Pecharunt here. Double the Reuniclus. And then I think what we can do is we go Ninetales, right? Roar. So they Roost. Trying to get the right sequence going here for us. Tera Ghost, okay. Honestly, not too bad. Although they could switch around and stuff with this thing. So here I'm going to go Ninetales. Veil up. Let's go could go Roaring Moon here. Taunt now is the play. I think it's time to start activating this guy. Let's get the Dondozo out of the way first. Jaw Lock. So they do have the body press here, which is fine. I'm just going to Roost. Taunt again. Leer time. It's time to Leer. It is time to Leer. Waited for this moment. I absolutely waited for this moment. Oh, and it weakens body press too. That's fire. It's like lowering its attack and defense. That's pretty cool. How many times have I used it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? 6, yep. I'll taunt once. Roost once. Jaw Lock. Big damage. Let's heal. And Jaw Lock again. And Dondozo gone. So now Toxapex would have Infestation, but I have Covert Cloak, so don't think that'd work. What a build for a Roaring Moon. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. So then my play would be to do what? Taunt first, Jaw Lock next. So they're gonna know about Covert Cloak soon enough, right? Because I'm pretty sure Covert Cloak will stop the infestation, like it stops Saltiest, like it stops all the other effects. What a build for a Roaring Moon. I like this. I like this a lot. We get the Roaring Moon showcase for the first game. Oh, Corviknight's gonna die now. Wait, Corviknight's gonna die. Let's taunt here. So now they're locked in. So let's taunt here. And then start leering it, right? Because it's pressure. Because, yeah, this thing is gonna get destroyed too. So now let's start leering. Yeah, struggle. Ooh, heat. Super heat. Let's taunt here. This thing destroys their team. This, Roaring Moon 6-0 stall. Yeah, they forfeit. They forfeit. Oh, beautiful first game. I hope you all enjoyed the absolute 6-0 destruction of stall. Every piece getting knocked out and thumbnail text as well. Love to see it. I mean, I was trying to set it up in the right way. I wanted them to at least feel like they had a chance before, you know, the big reveal, but when Roaring Moon came in and did the work, it did the work better than I could have ever imagined. That was great. And this was actually while testing the first stall matchup I'd ever encountered as well, because I did fight a Dondozo first just to know that the set worked, but first stall team where we got to see Dondozo, Corviknight, everything would have gotten destroyed by that point, right? I'm pretty sure everything would have gotten knocked out. Amazing. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Solid first game. One step closer to the replay I want to show you all. Oh wait, another Dondozo. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. Another Dondozo. We have a Galarian Weezing we gotta worry about too, but I mean, I think we do Tera the Roaring Moon for this matchup. Wow, this is great. Okay, let's lead with our Ninetales. Iron Treads lead here, so I will set up my Veil first either way. Then go into my Great Tusk. And Rapid Spin here should be the play. As Dondozo comes in already. Okay, already coming in. Set up my rocks. And then let's go into Reuniclus here. I won't go hard into Roaring Moon because I want them to, you know, I don't want to make it too obvious, even though my team is super unconventional. Let's Future Sight here. So Tornadus comes in, and at this point I can just Thunder. Let's see what they do. Veil defense, putting in the work. Oh, they go treads here. Okay, let's I'll go Great Tusk either way, because there is a Future Sight lined up, which is good for us. Be tough for them to double, right? Unless Torn can take the hit. They Rapid Spin here, so they're gonna take Chip from Rocky Helmets, Chip from Future Sights, and I will be able to simply set up my rocks here again. Go back to Reuniclus now. I'll do the same thing, no problem. No problem at all. Go Tusk here. Knocked off my helmet this time. Okay, I'll knock off again then. Myself. Dondozo's leftovers are gone, which is great. Let's go Ninetales here, and they rest, and they're asleep. Cool. This will be helpful for later. I'll get my Veil up and go Pecharunt here, and double the Great Tusk, and then spin. Spin because I can. Now I go into Reuniclus. Focus Blast here. Try to make a play maybe. Ah, they go Torn this time. Not bad. Not bad at all. Gonna Focus Blast here now on the U-turn. Try to hit the treads if possible. You know, we can make a play at this point. Iron Treads is in. Yep, beautiful play. And we do hit. Awesome. So, in this case, we would go Tusk again. I would not risk spin blocking just for, you know, exactly. See? Ogerpon's in now. So, versus Ogerpon, we have a few options. Great Tusk isn't really needed much anymore right now. So, in theory, I could just try to get this thing in range of whatever, but they just do that, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Now, my play here would be to go Pecharunt, click Malignant Chain, which would hit pretty much everything on their team for decent damage. It'd be really good for decent damage. Yeah, Torn comes in, so this mon is gonna take rocks, and it's gonna take Malignant Chain. This is AV, and it gets poisoned. That's nice. Let's go Ninetales here. So we know this is AV. We don't wanna stay in and get Pecharunt weakened, so we are gonna switch out here. We're gonna go Ninetales. Confused U-turn. Very confusing. Does this have defog? Does this have defog? It does. Okay, so you know, that's fine. Neutralizing gas, but it's leftovers. And it's Wisp, so let's, we'll plan around this mon as well. Let's Future Sight here. Yeah, so the cool thing about Roaring Moon is that with Tera, we can beat both Dondozo and Weezing. And I will show you that if we get to it, which I think we will. So let's go Pecharunt here. Let's, I think we can Hex, hit the Torn for a decent amount of power. 21, okay. Recover. So now Weezing's in. I'm just gonna go back to Reuniclus here. Gotta find the right way to stop them. Gotta find the right way. So there's the Strange team. Let's Future Sight here. Kyurem's in now. Okay, so weakening Kyurem is a big part of our path to victory. Road to victory, yeah. So let's Encore here. Pro Protect, okay, cool. And so let's Veil up then in that case. So this is a sub-protect set, which is good to know what it is. Weezing's back. Probably a defog here, right? which is a future sight for me. I love Regenerator Reuniclus. Chinese Reuniclus is so good. So good as a glue for the team, you know? Let's drop a Thunder. Bleak Wind Storm is cool. Big Thunder coming through, 36%. And then I could follow up with a Focus Blast here is my play now. Something dies. Reuniclus might single-handedly just destroy everything, really. Like, this mon is so good that I feel like they need to keep Dondozo and stuff for the Roaring Moon. If they think I'm an offensive set, which I'm not. Oh yeah, Kirim, exactly what I was expecting here. Exactly what I was expecting. So big Focus Blast. Now Ogerpon's back. Let's go Pecharunt. It's at 100%. Dragonite's at 100 as well, so this is great too. So Pecharunt gets to come in here. They knock off my item. Okay, cool, let's recover. Tera Water now. Ooh. Ooh. Doing 41. Are they, I'll foul play once, actually. Yeah, the critical hits are gonna start. Eventually it's a high crit move, so might as well, you know, give this to them and then go a Dragonite. Extreme Speed here is the play. Weezing comes in, let's go Reuniclus here. Even though getting Facade burnt, or getting burnt for the Facade is not too bad either. Not too bad. So they double out here. Okay, that's cool. Good play, good play. Good play. So now my play would be to just I guess go Ninetales, which I don't really need too much now. You can have this mon. I go Roaring Moon here. Tera Jawlock. Let's have some fun. I think it's time now to have some fun. Ah, yes, the Dondozo trap. The Dondozo trap. Taunt time. It's time. Leer. Wave Crash does a lot though. Wave Crash actually does a lot. Let me roost once. And then taunt again. And heal a couple times. And then roost again. Cool. This is fine, I think. I believe this is fine. For AV Torn, I don't know what speed it's set to. It's probably not max speed, right? For AV Torn? I don't think it's max speed. Oh wait, they go Weezing. Hold on. Taunt. Taunt first. Let's see what they do. Strain Steam. 23. Let's roost once. Jawlock here. Taunt now. Roost a couple times. Taunt here. I don't think I outstall it though. Let's Leer once. Roost. And then, yeah, it's a crit there, it's fine. Let's Leer once. And then taunt here. Okay, so now we would go into Dragonites. We click Facade here. I think is the play. Maybe hit the Torn if we can. We don't, but that still does a lot, and they confuse me. Okay, nice, cool, cool, cool. And then we Thunder here. Okay. Future Sight. Bleak Wind crit. So Future Sight comes out next turn, which is good. Which is very, very good. We might still be able to do this, actually. We might still be able to. Let's Earthquake here. Gone. Last mon. Let's see what we can do. Ivy Cudgel. Survival. Nice. And we won the game. Yeah, I guess we could not have beaten both. Maybe beating both Dondozo and Weezing was asking for too much, because by then I had already exhausted enough resources, and still won in the end though, which is nice. The Future Sight lined up with everything was good in the end. Yeah, Dragonite, Earthquake would have won in the end. We just needed to knock out the Torn first, and that basically secured the win for us, and thanks to our bulk, of course, which is quite nice. But 2 back-to-back Dondozo games. Nice to see the power of Roaring Moon against those two. And I guess also the limitations it has, because Galarian Weezing is a good mon. Ooh, we have our work cut out for us here, don't we? I'm gonna lead with my trusty Great Tusk on what I believe is their Scizor, which it is. Nice. Let's go ahead and Earthquake here for damage. I think is the play. Knockoff's another good play too. So we remove Choice Band, and that will help a lot, I think. Let's get up our rocks here. As Alomomola comes in, we can knock off this item too. Get rid of Boots. So just knocking off item after item right now is going to be quite nice. So I think they don't have a lot of great mons for this except for Sinistcha, which is a really good counter to me. Can Roaring Moon beat Sinistcha though, is my question. I feel like it might be able to, but we're not gonna just go hard into it yet. We're gonna set up Veil here. That's the move. Yep, Goodra comes in now, so we're gonna go into probably our Reuniclus as they knock off my Emvee, which is fine. I'm just gonna Future Sight here. See into the future a little bit, you know? Should be good. So a Future Sight lined up. The Dragon Tail me out into Great Tusk. Oh, wonderful. How wonderful. Gonna knock off here as Sinistcha comes in. And all we gotta do here is, they're gonna take a Future Sight, right? We go Roaring Moon actually. Machigacha. Oh right, my Covert Cloak will stop this thing, right? It'll actually stop this thing. Nice, or Future Sight did, cool. Cool. Sinistcha's gone. Scizor's back. I'm going to go into Great Tusk here. I think maybe a Jaw Lock might knock it out from this range, but I think it's just better to be safe, you know? Better to be safe than sorry. Play this right. I'm a defensive Jaw Lock set, so a lot could go wrong. So Zamazenta's in here. We go into our little poison guy. Malignant Chain. Let's go Goodra, okay. Let's go Reuniclus. So they're Ice Beam, knock off Dragon Tail. Okay, Future Sight time. Heavy Slam does a lot. Does a hefty chunk. I'm gonna go Pecharunt here. And then double the Great Tusk. So that we can Earthquake. And they almost gave it to us. Wow. I mean, I'll take that, yeah. Why not? Just almost about dead. So we go Reuniclus here. They flip turn out. Seems like a pretty nice end game for Pecharunt, right? With Zamazenta and stuff. So here we go, Great Tusk. I actually like the Dragonite endgame too. Choice Band Dragonite. Seems pretty good. So we know they got Flip Turn. Let's actually go here into Reuniclus and drop a Thunder. Ah, let's Shadow Ball here so that we can hit the Goodra or the Scizor and knock them out. Yeah, this will be good. Oh, Ting Lu. Okay, Ting Lu. I see. So we'll go Dragonite, Ice Spinner. this thing again. So there's the Wish. We should be able to knock out Scizor and Gudra. Those two need to go. Tinglu's back. I'll Future Sight actually this time. Future Sight into going into my Dragonite, into my Ice Spinner. Is gonna be great. So I can get a nice 49, clean 49. They're gonna switch here though. So I'm gonna go Roaring Moon. And I'm going to Taunt. Cool. So now I can Roost. So I have heavy duty boots on my Pecharunt, which is quite nice. If I can get rid of Tinglu, we should be good. Although maybe I don't even need to get rid of Tinglu. Maybe I could just go Pecharunt and start doing some stuff. We'll go Ninetales first. Take this Mon. Now we go Pecharunt. We still have our boots intact, which is good. I'm just gonna Malignant Chain here. Good damage on you. I don't want you to Wish. I really don't want you to Wish up. I think my play is just a Tera with this. So they do get the Wish though, which means that somebody's gonna get healed. Somebody I don't like. But Tinglu, I don't know if it has any way to beat Pecharunt. Now that I've taken away my weakness to ground, that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, Tinglu's in, so I'm just gonna Malignant Chain. Get it nice and poisoned and confused. Now I can heal. So it's badly poisoned now, which means that I will be able to outpace this thing pretty well. No Whirlwind on this thing, so that's gonna be nice. Let's Hex once. Recover. Basically just try to get out of range of Zamazenta. They've not Terra'd yet though, which I think Zamazenta is gonna be their Tera of choice. Not a terrible choice, you know? Gudra's in. I think actually a Foul Play would knock this out. Yeah, just to be safe. There's the Gooey. Don't care too much about it, I think. Just gotta outplay a little. So 3 Mons left. Scizor's in. Now that I'm slower, I think it's probably in my best interest to sack Roaring Moon as they knock off. Bullet Punch should get rid of me, I think. Should they decide to go for it. Tera Steel. Okay, so they Tera this Mon. That's good. That's really good. So I go Dragonite. Extreme Speed here is the play now. I will be able to knock this out and then do some damage on something else and then just win the game with, so they save it. Okay. So let me get damage then, in that case. Oh, I can bring you back in, actually. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go, go Reuniclus here. You can crunch all you want. Pecharunt time, let's Malignant Chain. Or I guess Hex is another play I can make just to get everything in range, right? Just to get everything in range. They might even go hard Scizor. Cool damage. Good damage is good. Crunch doing 22.9 is not bad either. Not too bad at all. Malignant chain again. So the Iron Defense up. We will attack. They've already Tera'd. Ooh, they got the rest though, okay. So things might be a little interesting now. Let's Hex here. So our Hex is actually gonna be doing a lot of damage now, which is wonderful to see. There's not gonna be any kind of a sleep talk coming out from this thing either, so that's good. Goodbye. Last mon is gonna be the Scizor. And that's GG, because we have extreme speed still. Foul play here. And we were faster, so good game. Solid, very solid game there. And we're already close to like 40 minutes now with just 3 games. I mean, those were 3 longer games, but really good ones, I would say. Like we 6-0'd stall, we played really well versus those other teams and trapped Dondozo a couple times, did some good work. Pecharunt was great too, of course, obviously, but Reuniclus was fire. Such a great Pokemon overall. I did a lot of test games for this video actually, mainly because I kept having mixed results, winning a bunch, losing a bunch, so swapping things around and trying different sets until I settled on this team, for which I was still having mixed results with even this team. So today I was just like, you know, whatever, I'll just see if it works. If not, I'll try to, you know, build something else around it or whatever, but I'm impressed with how it was holding up today with the games that we played for this one. But yeah, Veil defense, right? So gonna take a little longer for each game because of you're focusing on the bulk potential of your team. Still doing some damage, but like not setting up and trying to sweep or anything like that. So I do have one replay to show you all, like I said. It's gonna be up against this fellow here. Now, you know, I think they really like my team. I think they really enjoyed this game very much. I'm gonna show you all what went down. Now, they have an offense team here with Galarian Weezing. I have my usual Veil offense, and yeah, I think they really enjoyed it. They lead Jirachi, of course, you know, of course. Jirachi lead, Hacks lead, and then they double into their Keldeo as I go into my Reuniclus. Tera Water Surf, doing 48 as I Future Sight. I'm like, let me pivot out here into my Roaring Moon, and they stay in and Surf again. Now, they're forced to stay in. Future Sight's lined up. If they go anything else, Jawlock plus Future Sight will destroy it like Galarian Weezing. So they stay in and take the Jawlock plus the Future Sight, get destroyed, and Tera is wasted. Now, Blaziken comes in. I'm like, let me go into my Great Tusk to check this thing, and they're in fact Fire Blast, Life Orb, Special Life Orb Blaziken. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a threat. I have 2 ways of dealing with this mon. I have Reuniclus and I have Dragonite. I decided to go here on a Dragonite, which, you know, I feel like I could freely Earthquake because of neutralizing Gas Weezing, but no, this is actually Levitate, which, I mean, pros and cons. The pros are that my Regenerator and my Snow can't be stopped at least, so they go Blaziken here actually, and then Fire Blast as I can Future Sight, and they actually switch out here into Jirachi as I Thunder. Get a nice critical hit Para on the Hacks mon, and they're like, Para crit and landing. Who would have thought? As they trick a Choice Scarf. Of course, yeah, your trick Choice Scarf Jirachi with probably Iron Head. You've been probably spamming Iron Head in a lot of your games, of course. So I miss a Thunder, Para, it's canceled out here. But interesting how they're you know, complaining about some hacks there with the Jirachi on their team. Interesting. I make a misclick here and go Pecharunt. The game is like, nah, we want you to beat this guy. Dodge that Fire Blast and go back to your Dragonite like you were planning on doing. The game was very nice to me in this one. And they're like, awesome game, even though I probably didn't even need the hacks to win. So I'm able to extreme speed the Weezing for a little bit and then go into my Ninetales here as they go for the Sludge Bomb. And so I can finally get my Aurora Veil up now, and Ogerpon's in. So I get to go Pecharunt, which is my nice little counter to this thing. Malignant Chain here, which let's see how much it does. It does about like, yeah, 35. Not much at all, but no poison. And then Ivy Cudgel again, so I can just go for the Foul Play and knock it out completely. So that mon's dead. Next, we got Kyurem coming in, and every single time Kyurem comes in, I got Ninetales, right? I can bring in my Ninetales here. They're sub, so I can always Encore the sub, and if it's Dragon Nest, I can just roar that. So they, of course, did not want to get Encored. They go Jirachi as I try to Encore, and I can go back into my Reuniclus and try to regenerate it even more. It is locked into a Choice Scarf, but that does not mean Reuniclus is bad at all, by any means. It's still really good in the matchup. Icicle Spear here comes out, does a clean about maybe what, 12% or so, something like that, 14. So yeah, then the Jirachi comes in and I can just go back into Reuniclus. Pretty easy switch in. I'm getting more health on my Reuniclus as Kyurem comes back, and there's 3 turns of Veil left, or maybe a little more. The Dragonite's up here, and I get to go for the Roar. Ah, nice little critical hit. Nice crit. And then I can just Roar here, and it gets back into Jirachi, into nothing else, unfortunately, but that's okay. You turn out here. But the cool thing is that with my Veil intact now, I can actually just withstand this Blaziken's Fire Blast and just heal myself. Now they go for, I think, a different move here, Scorching Sands, and then they burn me, so that's all right, you know. Difference between me and them is they're not. I'm not the one complaining about any kind of status. No problem. But let's see how they love this move. Malignant Chain on their Dragonites, critical hit poison. Are they gonna complain now? Let's see. Let's see. If you guessed yes, you would be correct. Winning with every ounce of luck. Of course, yep, every ounce. Every ounce, right? So now I can bring my Dragonite, chip this Weezing down even more, and that's wonderful. And then I think after this I go into my Reuniclus, which I don't even know if they can beat this mon at all, right? I don't even think they can. Even without the crit, that was a high chance of poisoning this. So it would just be regenerating, and they're on a timer right there. I could just Jaw Lock here. I guess I could have just Shadow Ball spammed after that, but I just went Roaring Moon and Jaw Locked. Taunted this thing now so that they can't whisper anything. They knock me out here. I go for the Reuniclus now. And Shadow Ball. Yep, so Shadow Ball spam. Oh yeah, they poisoned me here. I'm like, wow, lucky. Followed by a crit. Of course, I was just trolling them. I'm like, wow, lucky. Little like shooter who got carried by luck, complaining about luck. Obviously, I was trolling, and I was like, LOL, easiest win of my life. That's what you always gotta say. If you always use this line versus people complaining, easiest win of my life. It's like one of the best ones. Super easy to use, and if it feels like the game was easy for you, they get super insulted. It's like, I was hope so, little bro. I think I said one more thing after this and leave. What do I say? Oh yeah, I say cook by Veil defense. Then left them in the dust. Yeah, I had to show you all this game. Had to show you all salty crybaby of the day, you know? Salty noob of the day. But that's gonna be it from me for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed seeing the power of Leer, Roaring Moon. Nice mon overall. I think it's a cool mon just because it has value against stall, but it's definitely not as good as a lot of the other sets that it can run, like Dragon Dance and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely not as good as Dragon Dance, but in the right kind of scenarios versus mons that think they can wall or counter Roaring Moon, it's actually quite nice, quite good. And Veil defense is it's a fun strategy. Chinese Reuniclus did really well too, as did Pecharunt and stuff. So yeah, now that Roaring Moon is banned from the tier, I believe it is now that this video has gone up, it's no longer usable. So if you really want to use this team, feel free to, but you'd have to replace Roaring Moon. Team is in the description. I would say probably the best replacement to keep the same synergy and everything in the same role is to use Hydreigon with like Fire Spin Taunt. I think that's a pretty good set. There's like a Stall Breaker Hydreigon. You could use it with like Fire Spin, Taunt, Dark Pulse, and a Chinese EV spread. That could work pretty well, I think, and with Aurora Veil, I think it'll make it even bulkier and quite useful to break down fatter Pokemon with and trap them and eliminate them. So similar kind of thing that this Roaring Moon did, but you're using it like with the Hydreigon. I think that could still work. So yeah, feel free to try that. I'm sure other stuff could work in its place as well. Experiments around and stuff like that. But yeah, I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments, as I always do. I shall see you all in the next one. Have a great weekend, y'all, and peace.